didn't feel like meeting someone new. That's the part I keep thinking about. Usually, when you meet someone for the first time, there's this small gap, a distance you have to close. You ask basic questions. You test the tone. You figure out how to act around each other. With her, there was none of that. It felt like we had already skipped everything. Like I had just forgotten the part where we met before. And then I tried to remember how it even started. We started talking outside a small coffee shop. I had stepped out to take a call, and when I came back, she was sitting at the table next to mine. I don't even remember how the conversation started. One second I was alone. The next, we were already mid-conversation. She didn't ask much about me. But the conversation kept going. She filled in the gaps herself. "You grew up around here, right?" she said. I nodded, a little surprised. "Yeah. How'd you know?" She shrugged. "You just seem like it." That answer should have been enough. But something about the way she said it felt too certain. Not like a guess, like a memory. We talked for a while longer. Time moved strangely around her. Not fast, not slow, just unclear. I stopped checking my phone at some point. I didn't feel the need to. Eventually, she stood up. "Do you want to come over?" she asked. Just like that. No hesitation, no build-up. I should have said no, or at least thought about it. But I didn't. I stood up almost immediately, like I had already agreed before she even asked. Her house wasn't far. We walked there in silence. Not awkward silence, comfortable silence. That kind of silence only happens when you've known someone for a long time. That didn't make sense. When we got inside, I noticed how quiet it was. Not peaceful, just empty. The house was clean. Too clean. No random objects, no clutter, no signs of daily life. Everything looked placed, like it had been arranged for someone to see it. "Sit," she said, pointing to the couch. "I'll make coffee." I nodded and sat down. That's when I started noticing the photos. They were all over the walls. Different locations, different lighting, different times of day, but always the same person. Her. In every photo, she was standing next to someone else. A different person each time. At first, nothing seemed strange, just normal photos. Until I looked closer. The people next to her didn't look right. It wasn't something obvious. Their faces weren't blurred. They weren't edited out. They were just hard to focus on. Like my brain couldn't fully process them. Like they were there, but not completely. "Do you like them?" I flinched slightly. I hadn't heard her walk back in. "Yeah," I said. "Friends?" She paused, just for a second, then smiled. "Something like that." She handed me the coffee. Her hand was cold. Not just slightly. Unnaturally cold. I tried to ignore it. We sat down and kept talking. Or at least, she talked. She brought up things I hadn't told her. Small things. Details. At one point, She mentioned my old school. The exact one. I stared at her. I didn't tell you that. She looked confused for a moment, then quickly smiled. You did, she said. I didn't. I was sure of it. That's when the feeling started. That quiet discomfort. The kind that doesn't hit all at once. It builds, slowly. The room felt different, heavier, like something invisible had entered the space. I stood up. I'm gonna use the bathroom, I said. She nodded. Down the hall. The hallway was dim, one light at the end. Halfway down, I noticed a door, slightly open, light coming from inside. I stopped. Something felt wrong. Not dangerous, not threatening, just wrong. Like I wasn't supposed to see it. I took a step closer. Then I heard it. A sound. Movement. Soft. Slow. Dragging. Like something shifting its weight. Don't. Her voice, right behind me. I froze. I turned around slowly. She was standing there, closer than I expected. Her expression hadn't changed, still calm, still soft. But something about her eyes was different. What's in there? I asked. She didn't answer. She just looked at me. And for the first time, I felt like I was looking at someone I didn't know. I glanced back at the door. The light flickered slightly. Another sound, closer this time. I stepped back. Do you live here alone? I asked. She smiled. Same smile, same exact expression. I did, she said. Something about the way she said it didn't feel like a joke. My chest tightened. I looked back at the photos in my mind. Every single one. Her and someone else. Different people. Every time. Who are they? I asked. She tilted her head slightly. People I met, she said. That wasn't an answer. I took another step back. The hallway suddenly felt too narrow, too close. Are they still around? I asked. She didn't answer right away. Then she looked past me, toward the open door. They stay, she said softly. The sound came again, right from inside the room. I didn't wait. I turned and walked fast toward the front door. Not running, but close. My hand was shaking as I reached for the handle. Wait, her voice again, behind me. I didn't turn around. You forgot something, she said. I stopped. For a second. That instinct, that stupid instinct to be polite, to turn back. I almost did. Then I remembered the photos, and the way those people looked. Not gone, just not fully there. I opened the door and stepped outside. The air felt different immediately, lighter. I didn't look back. I just walked. Faster and faster, until I reached the street. Only then did I stop. Only then did I realize something. I never told her my name. And I don't think I needed to. Because when I thought about it, every person in those photos looked just like I did.